Sakto, pero eh,
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Dede, a horror podcast.
Brought to you by Big Baby Studios.
Hello and welcome to the Dead Air Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Chris, and that's the horror obsessed one to anyone who follows the podcast. Today's episode is quite a special one because we have not one, not two, but three super duper special guests today. We're going to be talking about their new movie, Kampon, which is out in theaters right now. Hopefully, when we release this episode, it will be in theaters everywhere. So we've got why it's super cool. We've got two returning Dead Air guests. We have Kampon's director, King Palisoc, over here, and we have its writer, Dodo Dayao, is also here, as well as one of the film's stars, the ever-talented Miss Beauty Gonzalez. So welcome to the show, everyone.
Hello, maayong gabi. Thank you for good evening.
Hello.
I must say, I made the cardinal sin of not introducing my co-host. I'm so sorry. I have to start. We're not going to start again, but I want to introduce my very handsome co-host, Miguel Nashanseno. We are unfortunately lacking the best looking of the bunch, Miss Aaron. She is busy today, but my good friend Mignac is here to help us with the episode. So yeah, welcome to the show, everyone. Mignac, how you doing?
Hello. Sobrang amateur hour. Sorry, guys. It's been a while since we recorded them.
It's been a while since we've recorded, but it's really nice to see everyone, all the producers and these three new guests. Super duper exciting. Again, like our introduction says, their movie Kampon is in theaters right now, and we're so excited to hear about it. Not just because of how exciting the premise is, but also the caliber of everyone involved, and just the fact that you guys are our friends. It's so exciting that we have really inside information. Now we get to talk to you guys about it. So yeah, welcome to the show, Direct King. I was wondering, is there any possibility for anyone who hasn't, obviously, by this time who hasn't seen the movie, can you give us a very quick synopsis lang of Kampon? What's it about?
Hey. So, but first of all, thanks for inviting us again, me and Dodo, but also thanks for having Beauty in your show. Sabi ko nga kay Chris, like, during the shoot, like, on the way to the set, ito yung pinapakinggan kong podcast kasi I really needed all the advice I could get from whatever resource. So, super thank you for having us, but also thank you for existing kasi you really helped me a lot during the shoot. Like I really went through a lot of the episodes of your show. So, yun. Ano ba do? Yung Kampon is really basic synopsis is that it's a story of a married couple who have been childless for a while, and one day someone knocks at their door. It's a 7-year-old kid claiming to be the child of the husband. So actually, parang nung pag kinukwento ko yung synopsis, parang very hindi siya horror, but it has a lot of something. So things go wrong when when the child enters their house. So ayun.
Ganda. Okay, now the first most important question, kaya ba ni Miguel to? For Beauty who doesn't know,
Pakibigyan ng context.
Yung context is yung show namin is really, it's tatlo kami because ako yung horror obsessed one, si Aaron, yung other host namin, is yung fan ng horror like game. Si Miguel naman is yung scaredy cat. Ayaw talaga sa horror. So, back to the question, kaya ba ni Miguel?
Feeling ko, hindi, di ba nga kasi yung pinakinggan ko yung episodes almost chronologically. So nakita ko yung journey ni Mignac from the scaredy cat to the ano yung tawag niyo, parang tiger something
or averse
Hindi, meron kayong, but there was like one
Hindi,
episode you called
nag-graduate ka na
him
rin.
into a parang
nga eh.
fear, ano yan? Fear lion or something. Basta may ganun eh. I forget.
Yung parang yung sa Wizard of Oz, the lion, yun ba yun?
Or parang basta ganyan. Basta yun. So
Yeah.
nakita ko yung journey mo
Journey.
into the horror world. So I think at this point, kaya mo na to.
So happy to know. I think I just draw the line at something like, ano yung ID ko talaga kaya, Chris? What was the one that,
Supernatural.
like, the one with, tsaka yung haunting type, parang yun yata.
Yeah. Right.
Like,
Conjuring.
what's the famous series?
Conjuring.
Conjuring type. Parang,
Yeah, hindi mo kaya.
Hindi ko pa rin kaya.
Cool.
Okay.
Kaya ni Miguel. Okay, I'll watch it with Miguel. Yeah, super excited to see it. Kasi not only why I'm excited, it's because like I said earlier, yung caliber of people involved. All you guys have background, like really significant background in horror now at this point. See, King probably also is doesn't have as much as Do. But all your stuff is really dark in King ever since. To be honest. College pa lang, you really play with the dark themes always. Do obviously well known for one of my favorite Filipino horror films of all time, Violator. And I must say, Miss Beauty, I just saw In My Mother's Skin, and wow, super blown away. Like such a fan. I was telling si Quark on our last talk. No, that's easily one of my favorites of the year. And large part performance mo. Really, 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 really cool. So that's so many reasons why I'm so excited for Kampon. Okay, so for Do, I'm very excited as the writer. How did you guys parang yung pairing nyo? How did that work? How did you guys come together? Na you're just like, guys, gawa tayo ng all-star horror film, with King and you. Paano nangyari yan?
Ano ba, King? I think tinawagan ako ni King a long time ago. Tapos nag-big sky kami kasi may gusto siyang gawing, I think tama ba, King, you wanted to pitch a horror film somewhere. Hindi ko lang maalala kung saan. It wasn't Kampon yet. So nag-jam tayo for one night. Tapos I think we went through with the pitch pero hindi siya nag-materialize. Pero parang yun yung pinaka ground zero talaga. Tapos then Quantum asked us for more material down the line. Hindi ko lang alam yung timeline between first meeting and that. Yun, actually this was sa YouTube galing, King, di ba? There was a very brief synopsis that you brought to the meeting. Tapos parang I read it. Tapos sabi ko, shit, ang dami pwedeng gawin dito na fun tsaka weird. So sabi ko, ito na lang, gawin natin. So I think not sure how many months apart from the first time we met and decided to make a horror film together to when we started writing Kampon, which was around 2018 ba? 2018.
Wow, ganun na pala. Woo, 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
I was gonna say nga, sobrang tagal na nito. Yeah, to add to Dodo's story, nag-start kami mag-usap, maybe 2017 or mga
yeah, mga ganun.
one of the hangs sa Big Sky, parang nag-isip kami ng idea, stories. But I think around that time nga, si Quanto was already looking for a horror film.
Specifically horror. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. But they had wanted to submit to the MMFF. Tapos, yun. So, I think si Dodo, medyo fresh from Violator pa or yung short film. Di ba may short film?
It's your lead.
So, yun. So, yung side, story nito, hindi ko alam na magkapit-bahay pala kami ni Dodo. No, when we were younger, much younger. Tapos, nalaman ko na lang, ito lang, right around the time na we were talking about collaborating together. So, nung nalaman ko na kapitbahay pala kami, all this time, ginamit ko na yun as a card to work with Dodo for this, for this film. So, yun, and super lucky to have Do on this project. Kasi like, yun, ako honestly, sobrang wala naman. Yung may background in horror is really, very minimal. No? Like, kinuwento ko na to nung episode ko with you guys, right? I was really, parang it's the least, parang familiar genre na for me. So, but I've had stuff na may konting horror, but not really all out, no? So even when I was working on the initial storyline, and even when I pitched the synopsis, di ba? Parang, if you really look at it, parang very drama-driven yung idea. But when Dodo came in, parang he really helped parang inject a lot of horror into it and weirdness and stuff. So, yun yung parang sort of story, no? Pero yeah, matagal na tong script na to and it has gone through so many iterations since it was originally conceptualized.
When as writers, no.
Sorry.
When you, I'm sorry, Miguel. Sorry, do you want to go?
I was just gonna ask if they've been working on it since 2018. Would have this come out earlier if not for the pandemic, or nasa on time naman kayo with production for this?
So actually, this was already submitted to the MMFF no 20,
Okay.
I think before the pandemic.
Got it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it was supposed to be we were supposed to shoot it nung 2019. Yeah, and then stuff happened. And
Stuff happened.
so we had to actually we already did 2 days no nung first nung 2019 we already shot 2 days for the film, but long story short, natanggal siya sa MMFF because of some technicality and among other things. So we had to step aside and then sort of hibernate for a while. So and then in the 3 years or so na we were just it was just in the back burner. Every once in a while we would come back to it and see like ano pa yung pwedeng improvements. But it was really hard to move forward with the project kung wala siyang venue, no? So
Yeah.
to be fair, the producers, sila Attorney Georgie, during the pandemic were, every once in a while looking for potential financiers or producers or platforms who would be interested in producing the material. But yun, it actually only materialized this year, when they resubmitted to the MMFF.
Nice.
Pero yung good thing about it naman was that yung 3 or 4 years na naka-hibernate yung project, parang nabigyan siya ng chance to sort of evolve from what it was in 2019. So I would say, and I don't know if si Dodo will agree, pero the Kampon that we had written in 2023 is malayo na in terms of malayo na siya from the original material. So actually hindi siya malayo, pero para siyang nag-mature as a story, parang ganun yung I think that would be the best way to describe it. So yun.
Ako curious ako. Now that we have the privilege of having the writer and the star attached, no? When you guys write characters, obviously, some people write for actors in mind. Some people, obviously just write the characters in their head. How's the feeling of, like, for example, I'm assuming you guys are of you're not writing for certain people, no? You're writing characters. How is that feeling when you see actually, like, people playing your roles? Like, how different was it when you're writing Beauty's character and then, like, and then seeing it on screen? Parang yung difference na yun, like, how, like, what's the process?
Yeah, wala kasi, I think with this one, really didn't have the luxury of, even before, to have someone to write for.
Yeah.
So, I think the thing that got me going nung ano pa to, early days pa nung sinabi ni King what kind of film he wanted to make. Parang tama ba, King? Tama ba ako? Oh, sorry, correct me kung mali yung mga pegs ko. Pero parang gusto niyang something parang 70s American horror. So slower, more drama-driven, more character-driven, less jump-scary, all that. Tapos leave room for like weird shit. So yun yung parang that gave me the yung energy to enthusiasm to really dig into the material kasi parang that's also the kind of films I want to watch. Horror films I like watching and like writing. Tapos, I think it's very informed by the whole setup of the couple and the changes we made to them before we put them on paper. Like we made certain characters. This was what they did in real life, and this was what like this. Particularly yung character in Beauty, this was yung baggage niya. So when we started putting that together, it really felt like we were writing a drama, and which was, I think, a good thing kasi parang coming from that, everything else just became more substantial for the horror to matter. So I'm not sure if this is answering the question, pero I usually don't write for, personally, I usually don't write for specific actors unless, kasi ang hirap kasi kung hindi mo makukuha.
Exactly.
So, pero yun nga, I haven't seen the final version yet. I saw the rough cut because I did the subtitles, and medyo nakakatuwa to see all the people that you wrote come alive.
Yeah.
Even the super side characters na parang wala lang to parang ano lang to sandali lang yung scenes ito, pero suddenly they were coming alive in ways that I didn't expect. Awesome. I think yun yung favorite part ko when writing for someone, when the filmmaker and the cast start surprising me as the writer.
Yeah.
And I can hindi ko na siya hindi i-claim na ako gumawa kasi parang may feeling ka na you're watching somebody else's work.
Yep.
So yun.
Nice. Second mo na to no, this year. Second na buo na you wrote for someone else.
Yeah, yung Katlea yung first.
Oh, Katlea.
Nice. So for the flip side naman, I'd love to hear from Beauty. As you as an actor naman, reading a role na parang obviously, it's a person in the minds ni Dodo and ni King. You as an actress, parang how do you workshop with the director? How do you come up with your interpretation ng words nila?
Sabihin mo na yung mga thoughts mo about
Yes, please. Unfiltered.
I want to know about your thoughts. I mean, you guys, I want to ask you then. Have you guys seen the trailer?
Who, us?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, nice. So what do you think about the story will be? Because mostly Filipinos, when they see the trailer, alam na namin ang mangyayari. I want to know your thoughts about it.
Well, ako spoiled naman ako kasi I know if it's these two working, alam ko it's not what you think it's gonna be. Parang ganun, you know what I mean? So,
si Mignac na lang since
Yeah, Mignac. Yeah. Have you seen the trailer, Mignac? I think you're on mute, Mignac.
Well, ako kasi pag natawa ako, I didn't answer your question. Pero kanina ko pa curious malaman bang inyo sa trailer at kung ano mangyayari. Kasi mostly po sakit na mga tao, mga Pinoy, alam na namin ang mangyayari dyan. Yun. Ganun yun. So,
Yep.
Sa akin naman, since it's King and Do, parang alam ko na they're gonna steer away from whatever expectations you might have. So, I'm super thankful na it's them. And I think that gives me enough confidence to go in parang open-minded. Parang willing to be surprised or willing to be taken on a ride. So, yan yung tiwala ko naman sa dalawang to.
Feeling ko that's why, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No. Go, Chris, you were gonna say.
Yeah, that's why feeling ko na parang I'm the wrong person to ask. Kasi knowing these two,
bias.
Alam ko nang subverted na yung tropes na yan sa trailer. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's gonna be different.
Yeah.
For sure. So
Yeah.
parang, I'm just like so excited for the
But
stuff
ano
na
na
wala sa
mong
trailer.
feedback mutes about the trailer?
Wala lang, kasi usually yung nanakuha kong feedbacks, they're really excited. It's a tradition na sa mga Filipinos to watch na horror. Yung akala nila
Yeah.
maraming sinan, ganyan-ganyan, for family to watch. I have a lot of positive feedbacks. But it's not what it seems, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm spoiled because I know it's not what it seems. Yeah.
Natutuwa ako sa mga naririnig ko kung ano mga comments
Theory,
nila.
mga theory. May mga narinig ka theory or ano.
So I just like, instead of like they're telling me what do they need to expect out of me, I turn back the questions to them. What do you expect to watch?
Interesting.
Now I'll tell you what do you want to see. So kasi it's hard eh. I mean, horror is really hard to do. Imaginations mo yan. Mas mahirap magpatakot ng tao kaysa umiyak. Doing a really hard also kasi you have to be open and explore as much as you can. Be honest and open to yourself, to the character, to your directors and to your writers. And you know, pag teleserye kasi, pag TV, alam mo na kung anong ending eh. Pero pag sa film kasi, it's a lot of collaborations going on. Not only with your director, but also the writers, Sir Dodo, and also the cast with Derek. Because everything changes sometimes at the moment that you don't expect might work, you know?
Yeah.
And you just
I'm super curious. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. Maybe my internet's lagging. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Go lang.
Yeah, I'm super curious. Because fan ka ba ng horror? Because like, this is 2 in a row na like too big, like 10 almost almost
takot
tenfold. You know what I mean?
Takot ako manood ng horror. Hindi ako nanonood ng horror, but I like people find my stuff a bit scary, but a bit dark. My art's a bit dark. They find it but horror movies, no, hindi ako nanonood ng horror talaga. Natatakot ako. In fact, hindi ako nakakalas ng movie house ngayon. Lalo na yung mga directors club. My God, the moment nakaupo ako, nakatulog na ako. I try to stay gising, but it's my pangpatulog eh. Kahit dito sa bahay like kahit ano. I have to really watch it like during in the morning. But horror, takot ako. Parang wala pa napanood na last na horror except for wala akong napanood this year actually.
Pero napanood mo na In My Mother's Skin?
Snippets lang direct. I don't really watch myself. Ako.
Really?
Pero di ba nag-attend ka ng premiere sa ano? Sundance or something?
Nag-Sundance ka.
Yeah, nung pagka-play na nung movie, lumabas na kami bandang dulo kasi it was so cold.
Okay.
Sabi ko kay Norman, iniwan ko na lang asawa ko, ikaw na mag-isa dyan. Drink. I'm shy.
Yan ba yung first horror film mo?
No, I've done a lot of horror films. This is, I don't know, my gosh. My first horror film was with Attorney Georgie. It's for I Want TV. I was a security guard.
You keep abandoned, di ba?
Yeah, I keep Banda. My second would be Hell Come Home. And
Hell Come Home, yeah, of course.
Bobby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bobby. And in my Mother's Skin, tas yung Wag Kang Lalabas with Kim Chu and Aiko, but that was like mostly supporting lang. But this is my longest one. This is my actually parang Feng Shui and
Feng Shui,
natatawa ako. Ang dami kong horror nga. Nakakaloka.
Naging accidental horror icon ka na.
Per Beauty, may pinagkaiba ba sa'yo yun? May pinagkaiba ba sa'yo, kunyari, horror yung movie kusan ka or if it was like a drama? Do you have a different approach or pareho lang yung approach mo for those kinds of roles?
Same lang yung approach ko because I think of the person as an individual eh. It's mostly the collaboration with I really depend on my director a lot. Like I talk back when we were doing Kampon, I really asked direct, anong nangyayari dito? Ano kayong gagawin natin? Kung ano-anong mga pinapakita kong mga
Yeah.
music, I don't know. I really trust them and the script most especially. And doon na lumalabas yung mga imaginations ko ng kung ano-ano. And a lot of talking, I don't know, yeah, serving. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Hard to explain my body of work, but it's really building the mood of that person. It happened from the hair to the perfume, to how she walks, everything. Weird ako, something like that. It's hard to explain.
May playlist ka, di ba, for the movie?
Yes, I have this. I have a particular book that I'm reading or a perfume. I'm particular about the smell because the moment I smell the person, I feel like I'm in another person na. Parang something like that. And yeah, and matters ko ano yung mga nakikita ko sa house ko. Yeah.
Describe mo yung kwento mo yung description mo dun sa script ni Dodo no nabasa mo.
Oh my gosh, naalala yung description ko nun direct. Naalala ko pa ba?
Alala ko na yung kinukwento mo yung mga kung paano describe ni Dodo yung mga
Sir Dodo, grabe yung mga English. Tumutuloy yung sipat ko. Grabe. Ano yung mga malalim na term? Basta, naalala
alam mo yung mga
it will come to me. May mga malalalim kang I had to call my husband about it. It was so deep. Mga English mo. I thought I was smart. Hindi pa pala.
Pero yeah, maganda yung parang very actually yun yung
I needed an interpreter a lot of times with your script. Kasi sobrang lalim niya. It's like deep shit talaga. But it was nice. It was a beautiful ride. And I can't wait people to watch it.
Yeah, yung maganda nga about the script is that parang almost prose-like yung diba? Yung pagka...
And we get to talk, diba, direct? Yung parang...
pinag-usapan natin yung
Hindi ko nalagay. Yung mga ganun. But I get the whole idea. But just the terms that Sir Dodo used. So I like it. Because I really get to talk to everyone and have help. Can you help me interpret this?
It's Cebuano ka, no? So was it easier, like for example, like I said, you're talking about yung language, no? Yung In My Mother's Skin, si Ken, diba, is Cebuano. So did you find that process parang easier kasi parang
Na
sa Cebuano
Bisaya?
kayo? Yeah, na Bisaya ka.
Actually, iba-iba talaga. Hindi naman problema yung language. Yung personality.
Bisaya ako that's why I'm asking.
Bisaya ka?
Oh, Bisaya ka.
Oh, taga-asa ka.
Cagayan de Oro.
Oh, nice. Ako may kapartist de Oro, si Ogie. Lami ang barbecue
nice.
dito. Oh, balbacoa.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, anyways, ang problema ang Bisaya, it's really more of the personality of the person. Like, you always wish na sana you guys can get along, you can get to open yourself and talk about the things. Because what's surrounding you is important in all your performance also eh. So that matters to me. Kasi ang hirap din kung hindi ko makakausap ng maayos yung director ko. But, sabi mo, baby. Sabi niya, it's nice daw na, nahiya tuloy, nakikinig si Norman.
Go lang.
Yan, umalis na siya. Iba-iba talaga. I mean, like, I just did a film, right? Kakatapos ko lang. I was in Bacolod for a month. Another psychological horror coming out next.
Accidental horror icon talaga si Beauty.
With
Carlo Ledesma.
Carlo Led.
Oh,
Okay.
shit, with Carlo
Galing,
Led. Oh, Holy shit. Ang ganda siguro nito.
And
horror is looking
Galing.
good sa Philippines. We've got
it's
King and
looking
Dodo.
good.
We've got Ken. We've got Carlo. We've got Beauty.
Yeah.
Damn, this is exciting.
Ayun, iba din yung experience nun. Yun naman parang, it was a beautiful experience pero I needed parang iba din yung experience nun. Gusto ko na lang
Yeah,
sabihin, let's focus on Kampon na lang. Iba-iba talaga. Iba-ibang horror, iba-ibang experience. But I'm really happy and excited that people could see this Kampon film. I mean, I'm curious. I don't watch myself every after take. So I'm curious kung ano sinasabi ng producer namin na there was one take na kinalabutan siya. So I'm just,
Wow.
ano ba talaga yun? Totoo ba yun? O joke lang.
Si attorney ba or
Si
attorney Joji?
yung si Pat Sumagi, Patricia is our producer.
Si Pat. Yeah, si Pat, of course.
Yeah, you were
Nice.
there. You're there before. So I'm curious how it's gonna come out.
So, picture lock na kayo, direct?
Ano na, naka DCP
Done,
na.
totally.
So, yeah.
I mean, sorry, as
yeah.
in like final. Pero si Doc
Yeah.
said kanina he hasn't seen the final.
Hindi pa. Not yet.
Yeah, actually, none of them
I-
have seen. So, neither Beauty nor Do. So, talaga.
Oh, shit! Wow!
So,
Exciting!
yeah.
Wala
So,
pa.
Wow.
My God,
pero-
Kailan yan? Kailan yung premiere mo with cast and crew direct?
it's on December 18. This,
Fantastic.
yeah, so, yeah, parang we're gearing up. Yep, pass your papers na kami.
Pass
So,
your papers na,
even,
yeah.
like,
Finish or
last,
not finish.
oh, finish or not finish. So, last week, we had a DCP check, which is like, what the producers normally do. So, parang just check the final copy on the big screen. So, for any last, corrections and stuff. No? So, yeah, so it was weird watching it on the big screen kasi parang yung purpose ng test was to see kung may mga other, kunyari may mga maling render or like may mga kunyari may mga missing audio elements na kailangan ibalik, yung mga ganun. Kasi we also naka-Atmos din tong film. So
Oh, shit.
So we had to check also yung kung if it was mixed well and stuff, no. So yeah, pero yung mga maling nakikita ko yung mga shucks, yung mga sana nagawa ko better shoot or like yung mga sana na-extend ko tong shot na to during editing and stuff, no. Pero wala yan. So finish or not finish, pass your
Ganun
papers
talaga.
na.
Ganun talaga.
Oh.
King, even though perfect siguro yung film mo, you'll still find something na you want to change.
Oh, so it's so hard. So
always.
gets ko when like kunyari sila Beauty or some other filmmakers, no, when they say na parang they'd rather not see the film.
Yeah.
Kasi parang all they see are the mistakes. No? So ako, it happens to me also. No? So even feeling ko, even if I watch it 100 more times, I'll see more stuff that I would have wanted to fix. Pero it is what it is. Yun na yun.
Yep. Ikaw, Beauty, was this something na parang na-develop mo in your career na parang your first few films siguro, pinanood mo siguro all the way through. And then later on, parang did you become mas critical of yourself? Ganun ba yan? And that's why you don't watch yung stuff mo a lot?
Oh my God, that's a good question. Well, on a personal level talaga, I didn't want to watch myself on TV. Kasi I got out in a reality show. I was discovered in a reality show. So parang everything was exposed to me there. And I had a good time, don't get me wrong. I'm thankful for that experience. But I just didn't want to look at myself kasi parang na-overwhelm ako sa attention nung paglabas ko. And I didn't like how I look. Nagulat ako na I gained much weight. And then, naging habit ko na ayoko nang tingnan yung sarili ko. And hanggang nadala ko na siya throughout my career. I guess that's how it happened because I just didn't like looking at myself. No matter if you say na I'm good at it, I still find na parang Yeah, but I still like, I think I could do one more and then until hindi na lang tayo matapos dalawa. So, yung
Yeah.
it matters na I trust my director a lot, my people around me, my producer, and if they're happy with my performance, then I'm happy also. And if people are happy, then I think I'm doing a good job.
That's a big I don't know for a lot of people like see Adam Driver always talks about he never watches his films.
Mm.
He never. Parang he's just some moment like and he's in the
I
scene acting but never on screen like he doesn't want. I guess it's really a thing.
yeah,
I guess.
because so yeah, I guess so. Kasi nga parang I didn't have a good experience at first. So
Mm-mm.
parang
Yeah.
ayaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I just trust you guys and the viewers. And that's what matters to me. I mean like if I'll be given some recognition, thank you.
Mm-mm.
But basta people are happy, I'm happy.
Fantastic. Well, I'm sure everyone's going to be happy. To be honest,
Thank you.
my fearless forecast.
Excited. My daughter's so excited. Sabi ko, R13, bawal ka. Sabi niya, shh.
Bawal pa. Bawal pa.
It's
Okay.
Kasi gustong-gusto niya. Pinanood niya yung In My Mother's Skin and now she's excited for Kampon. May photo nga siya kasi nag-mall kami the other day and there's a big poster na pinalitan niya
Yeah.
yung bata picture. So yeah, ako na lang.
Ganda.
Cute. Super excited yung anak ko. But quiet na lang. Pagkatapos na lang.
Okay, so we were 2 for 2. No, si King is critical of himself. Si Beauty also very critical. How about you, Do? Are you ganun ka rin ba? Seeing your stuff on screen?
Yeah.
Hypercritical ka ba?
Yeah. More so nung first. Kasi I think it's only natural na alala mo yung the stuff, the compromises on set. So you so whenever I watch in the early days nung nagfe-festival yung Violator, every time I watch it may some scenes I just walk out of kasi nakikita ko yung hindi nakikita ng iba eh.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I started becoming sort of kinder to myself.
Mhm.
And with If You Leave in Midnight onward, I'm a little bit more comfortable. Pero andun pa rin. I think, I don't know if this is the same with King, but I think the thing that makes me uncomfortable, hindi na naman nakikita ng iba. It's just me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, yun. So, and I think it's a good energy kasi parang makes you want to do better with the next film. So, yun.
Yeah.
Yep.
How about you, Megnak? Yeah.
Feel better, Sir Dodo, and at the same time, yung parang you're open to comments also, di ba? Pag ganun yung attitude mo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yun lang.
Actually, may question lang sa'yo, Do. Ano yung... Kasi you've done 2 films na ikaw yung nagsulat and nag-direct. Pero how is it different when you write for other filmmakers? Kasi yun nga, like I mentioned kanina, you already did 2 this year. Pero parang, I'm just curious, no? Like, ano yung, mo? Paano mo siya ina-approach and like, yeah, basically, paano mo siya ina-atake?
Well, syempre, I need to know what the director wants. Say, particularly with kunyari, with You Sa Atin, I based it on a story that you had and you were telling me about kung ano yung saan nanggaling yung kwento. I think that's very important for me before I write to know where the director I'm writing for is coming from.
Mhm.
And that's why I sort of like draw the line on assignments with filmmakers that I'm not friends with or I'm not familiar with as far as their work is concerned. So I've only written mostly for friends and friends that I am familiar with the filmography to a certain degree. So I can sort of write to that. Tapos yun nga, most of the time, most of the stuff that I've written, even the ones that haven't come out yet, are mostly fed by whatever the director wants, or in Katlea's case, it was yung pitch deck ng ABS. So I was drawing from that, and then I was talking to Dan kung ano yung gusto niya, all that stuff. And same naman sa atin, di ba? Parang may back and forth tayo kung ano yung gusto mo mangyari. So I think it's putting myself parang in service of the director's vision. And it's easier for me that way, I think, kasi may sense ka that you're also sort of like, bad analogy siguro, pero I'm also performing in a way. So I'm sort of like trying to make the story that you want to come out.
Sure.
As opposed to pag ako yung magdidirect, ang tagal eh. It really takes such a long time with my, kasi I second guess myself, I overthink. So, ang daming. And then, ang hirap din to manage. Yung pinakamahirap when I'm writing something for myself is the producer in me comes in and says, shit, ang mahal nitong eksena na to. When I'm writing for someone, hindi ko na siya problema. Problema na nung ano.
Napansin ko.
And usually ang like for example, dito rin sa Kampon tsaka even with Katlea, usually ang madaming note sa akin is scale it down, wala tayong budget. So which I'm really fine doing. Pero yun yung ano, I think yun yung major difference. I haven't yet pitched a material to a director that came entirely from me. So I wouldn't know what that experience would be if I give something to someone to direct. But although I'm kind of curious and interested in doing that
soon, hopefully.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting. I want to switch gears a bit. No, one of our favorite parts of this podcast is really talking about the horror origin. Okay, so we've already done that with King and Do and their initial guestings on Dead Air. So we'd like to do it with Beauty, but I want to do a refresher with King and Do. So Beauty knows exactly how we kind of do this. No, so I'll start with you, Do. For everyone who hasn't heard Dodo's episode, what was your horror origin story? What was the first thing that you remember in your life that really stuck with you, horror related? Movie, TV, book, comics, kahit ano.
I don't remember kung ano sinabi ko dati.
Okay lang if it's different, it's fine. Actually, I feel sometimes I changed my answer.
Okay. But I remember I talked about the Halloween experience that I had. I mean, watching the movie Halloween sa kapitbahay namin. On video. We were little kids pa at that time. Tapos, I don't know ba't kami doon nanood. Kasi meron din naman kaming VHS sa bahay. So, hindi ko alam kung ba't nandun kami. All the kids on the street, 6 or 7 of us, including my brother and my cousin, were watching Halloween. Tapos, we were watching it in the living room sa second floor. And I remember very distinctly na at the end, nahulog si Michael Myers dun sa bintana. Yung bintana ng bahay ng kapitbahay namin, eksakto. Tapos nasa harap namin. So parang that sort of marked me. Pero thinking about it now, I think I blame my uncle, my dad's brother, kasi siya yung nagdadala sa akin sa mga sinihan and always feeding me horror films sa bahay. Always making me watch kahit hindi na age appropriate yung horror film sa akin. It still makes me watch. So I think that was very formative.
Nice. So, how about you, Direct King?
I think from what I remember nung episode natin, yung kinuwento ko ata was my association of horror with laser discs. Kasi I remember I remember watching a lot of horror films around the laser disc era. So Nightmare on Elm Street, among many others. No, but prior to that, I think hindi ko na mention to before, yung early memory ko of watching horror was I think my first was maybe Child's Play ba yan? Child's Play. And the film that I wanted to talk about in the episode namin was Misery. That's one of the first few films that I watched. When I was growing up. So,
nice. Okay, so now we're really excited for this, no? Beauty, if you could give us ano yung earliest memory mo of horror in any form?
Yung paranormal ba yun? Yung parang yung form of nila, camera style handheld. Yung parang
Paranormal
nakakabali.
activity?
Yeah. As in, yung nabaliw talaga ako nun. Like, pinalinihan. Ganong levels. Sa Green Hills, sa Promenade, naalala ko yun.
Na-follow
Tapos,
mo ba yung full, yung series? Kasi
hindi,
maganda din yung others eh.
tapos, balak ka dyan. Saka
Yan, yung mga hindi ko kaya tumagutin.
yung babaeng yung The Ring, yung maitim yung buhok, Sadako ba yun?
Tanda ko.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Rings.
Yun yung naalala ko. But the paranormal one was the one that really scared me. Kasi it's more like
Yep.
reality. Yung the way
Yep.
it's panibago
Yung treatment.
yung treatment nila na handheld lahat, tas puro hindi totoong camera talaga. So parang nakaka-fun. Okay. And of course, yung
Nako.
Exorcist. Ganon.
Yes.
Conjuring. Ganon. Pero
Favorite ni Miguel.
pag siya, ikwento mo na sa akin ano nangyari. Pero nakatakip na ako, ikwento mo na. Kasi maingay ako pag kasama ako. As in, pag horror talaga, like my husband would like, mas maganda pang matulog ka, no? Kasi like talagang, bakit? Hala. Yung ganun ako na, hindi ako pwedeng masinihan na into it. Kailangan na sa bahay.
Yeah.
Ako. And I like watching when I'm drinking. I'm relaxed. Sa sinihan.
Alam mo, you know what's cool? I've mentioned a few times, Mignak, na parang yung favorite movie experiences ko, yung mga theaters na pwede ka uminom.
Yeah.
The best. For real, the best.
Dapat pwede talaga sa lahat.
Yun. So, yun lang maalala ko. And of course, yung mga kwento ng mga yaya, mga mama ko dati, may mga aswang. Yun, yung brain ko na nun, imagination na, and the films na you watch na in the movies kahit yung mga luma, naging totoo.
How old were you nung napanood mo yung Paranormal? I'm asking kasi yung follow-up question ko is, ano acceptable age na you let your daughter watch a horror film?
I stopped counting at my age. Huwag mo na akong tanungin ilang taon ako noon. Hindi ko na
Sige, yung second question na lang.
Sige,
second question na lang. Ano yung acceptable age ng daughter mo? Ng child mo?
Well, there's no... Now. She's watching it now. Yeah, even before. Kasi my house is full of like different paintings and medyo dark ones. So,
yeah.
Bakit ganun yung painting mo? And I just explained it to her normally like an adult. And yeah, she's watching it now and I like it kasi she's more like, ano yun? I tell her na hindi yan totoo. It's just a movie. It's just a film. And like, parang sanay na rin siya kasi yung bahay ko puro kakaibang mga art din eh. So, nasasanay. Hindi na siya natatakot. She finds it exciting nga eh.
Nice. Future guest na yan sa Dead Air.
Yeah. Oo. Ano yung nood niyang horror bomb? Would you know? No. The Yaya would know. I'll ask later. I'm always not around. Pero sa bahay, sa mga dark paintings. So, okay lang. Hinayaan ko na. I'd rather have her open her eyes rather than, yung tinatago ko because yung shield kasi I'd rather like open lang kasi yung mga strict parents equals to sneaky children na maghanap ng paraan, what's going on, hey, I wanna know, ganyan. So I don't wanna like shield her so much. But, just best to talk about it. This is what's happening there. But you're not supposed to do that, okay? And let's hope that everything works.
Yuti, I have a question about craft. Diba nabanggit mo na when you get into a character, you think about the perfume, you think about the mood, and that's how you get into character. Do you ever think na, and I feel as an actor, parang ang galing nun, parang that's very mindful of what you do. and how you become professional as an actor. Do you ever think of also translating those skills into directing or writing? Is that something na parang nasa plano mo rin?
Parang,
Baka lang.
oh my gosh. Oh, maybe I would start with writing muna siguro. I like writing. So we'll see about that. Directing. But nako-conscious ako sa asawa ko. My husband's a very ano siya he directs everything So very we'll see about it. But sometimes he wants me to do it. We'll see. But not in my thoughts right now. Mostly writing pa. I like to write. I like to put thoughts in words or like we'll see. But directing parang iba. It's like
Iba.
Hard.
Iba rin.
Aside from being a writer, it's all hard. I don't know yet. I haven't really explored it yet. Maybe in the future. But for now, parang I enjoy being an actor. Well, everything's up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. When everything goes down na, then maybe I'll think about other things to do.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah, when everything's sad and yung totoo lang usapan, diba? Tala ko lang naman lalaki dito sa inyong lahat. Yung pag naging lost na tayo, then maybe I would have think about other things. But when everything's okay pa, then I will push more, do more.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting. Nice. Okay, I want to go back to another roundtable question. Best experiences on set. Can be scary, can be funny, whatever. On the set of Kampon.
I'm very happy and proud to say na we finished it on time, na talagang smooth lang yung taping namin. I love it that Derek is the girl in between of us. So it's like, okay. In a good way, in a funny way. So I love it. And I love that everyone's so nice. And it was a smooth sailing talaga. It didn't feel so hard and heavy. And a bit scary din. May mga scenes din na parang may mga eksena kami napapanaginipan ko na natatakot ako minsan. Kasi bakit siya sumasama sa utak ko hanggang ngayon? Ganon. But everybody else was so nice. Everybody else. And I want to do more films with this group. And I hope I could do more.
Good. Exciting. I really want to see what you guys have done. Who's next? King or Doc? Best experiences on set?
I wouldn't say, well, siguro for Beauty, smooth sailing. Pero, feeling ko, pero from where I was sitting, it wasn't all that smooth sailing. Like, may mga stuff na, but I wouldn't say, maybe the best would be not necessarily the easiest. Actually, parang top of mind ko nga would be the shooting the last day. Kasi yung last day namin, yung parang ang naka-slate for the last day were the climax scenes. No? So the heaviest scenes in the film. Yeah. And it was set in a forest. Last day namin, inulan ng sobrang lakas. So parang may threat pa na baka hindi matapos yung pelikula. Because it was raining so hard. And we had rescheduled that day or that that cluster of scenes on that day kasi akala namin di ulan. Pero yun, umulan. No? So we lost siguro mga and it was a night shoot. Parang call time namin was at 2. We ended at like
wow. Yeah.
I don't know. Later pa yung call time namin, but it was a night shoot. So right when we shot our first sequence, bumagsak yung ulan. So we had to stop. I think we lost mga 3-4 hours before tumigil yung ulan. And yun. But I think that night showed some of the best performances from Beauty, from Derek, even from our we had a child actress, si Erin. So,
Yeah.
yan.
She looks like she's gonna be really good.
Yeah, so, yan. Grabe yan, si Erin. So, ano yan, abangan yan yung bagets na yan. So, yeah, yun yung aking experience.
Nice. I think it's a testament sa set mo, direct, no, na you obviously you said there were a lot of difficulties, but for your actress, it was smooth sailing for her. No, so it's like it's a really good testament na parang the controlling the set, controlling everything, and then the experience for your actors is still was good, was really good despite things happening in the backgrounds of production.
Sobrang important sa akin na everyone in the production is in their comfiest selves. Yun yung parang that's how I see, like, parang that's how I see an effective production is. If it's if we see the team, not just the cinematographer and everyone on set, and even the actors, comfy enough to be able to deliver their best, kumbaga, parang ganun. I'm a believer na when they're comfy, parang there's trust, and then it allows them to become better. So yun yung ko.
That's super cool.
Excited for you guys to see the mood of the lighting of the movie. Ang galing-galing ng cinematographer natin, si Cara.
Yeah, super.
And talagang
Beautiful talaga.
todo talaga siya yung every time umiilaw siya direct, diba? Excited ako.
Yeah,
Really,
sobrang intense ka niya. Hindi ka nga niya masyadong pinansin, no? First
hindi niya
day.
ako the whole film.
Talaga ba?
Kasi this is my second film with her. Sa Abandon, chillax lang kami. Dito talaga, wala talagang pansinan. Sabi ko na, kaya, sige, hindi na kita ditorbuhin.
Siya yung nag-method eh. Si Cara yung nag-method eh.
Oo. So,
Ganda.
kasi intense siya the whole film. And she's a really talented photographer. So, I
Looks
can't
beautiful. Trailer pa looks beautiful. So I can't wait to see it. Do, ikaw, best experience on set?
Day one.
Day one.
Mostly because I haven't been, yun yung first time ko on a set since the pandemic. On a live set. So parang medyo parang feels ng konti. Tapos presinto pa. So double the nostalgia and yeah, it was just fun to get back on the set. Downside lang is kinate ko ulit mag-direct. So yun.
So go on.
Pero saya yung weird nga kasi yung first day yung usually maraming problema. Pero parang yun yung pinaka magaan.
Nice.
Magaan yung start niya.
Okay, we're close to wrapping up this really great conversation. I wouldn't want one more roundtable question, Lasana. I mean, like, really about the film. No, what do you guys want the viewers to take out of Kampon? What do you want them to parang leave the theater thinking? What do you want us to feel after seeing the movie? And we're so excited to see the movie. Let's start with Direct King.
Actually, kanina, I was reflecting on the earlier conversation about what people might think the story is about. Actually, like, thinking about the story, it's not really that complicated. Ganito nga yung synopsis, very simple, di ba? Para childless couple finds a girl and then crazy stuff happens. So yeah, parang it's very rooted in drama. So parang in terms of the story, and even I guess even the trailer, I've seen some comments na saying na it's like orphan or parang orphan, ano ba yan? Or another case 39, I don't know, hindi ko pa napapanood yung either yung parang horror films about like demon childs and all that.
Demon child, yeah.
So which is fine, the parang they're associating the film with that kind of kasi it is sort of in that space, no, that subgenre of parang child na parang looking innocent pero I think what I want them to bring with paglabas nila ng pelikula is that there can be substance beyond the scares, no? Parang the stories like this can sort of have a reflection of what our culture is, and what's scary about our culture, yung mga na ano, diba? So yun, so it's really exploring, what's scarier outside the screen, or that you don't normally see on a daily basis, or you normally see on a daily basis, but you don't think about it as scary until start thinking about it. Yun.
Nice. Do, ikaw, what do you think?
Tricky kasi MMFF, so you want them to be like scared in the usual way. Pero I think for everything naman na I'm involved with, parang I just want them to sort of like to stay. I want them to stay with them, even if they don't want it to stay with them anymore. Kasi personally, the beauty of the material when it was presented to me by King was that it yung opportunity to go deeper than what was on the surface. Because without realizing it, without being that aware, nung ginagawa namin siya, we were talking about so many things. And it was something that actually was out of my experience kasi I don't have children, not married, I don't have family. So parang those were sort of, in a way, alien territory, pero kaya siguro ako mas na-fascinate and explore. So, and there was, so parang yung the usual thing na you want, after the jump scares, kung meron man, there are a few, I think I want people to just continue to think about the film after. So
Nice. And then lastly, Miss Beauty.
Well, it's a simple story, but in my own opinion, it will hit you in a deep, multi-layered, not only going deep, but also wider range of, it will hit you in a different feelings. Depends on, it will hit on a viewer, and it will hit different viewers with different feelings talaga. Not only multi-layered, but yung parang there, and yung parang alam mo yung pa-wide yung different yung hit niya, because it depends on the viewer kung anong feelings niya that day but it will hit you as longer as you watch the movie, as pag matapos mo, because it's more than what it seems to be sa trailer. So once you see it, it really depends on what you're feeling that day, that will hit. And that is
Fantastic.
right?
Yeah.
But tinry talaga namin na to make the film as parang you can come in and take any part of it home.
Yeah.
No? So parang if you want a traditional jump scary horror movie, then you can get it from this film. But if you wanna, think about, you want it to be a reflection of, our a worldview, diba? Pwede rin yun, no? So, yun, parang tinry talaga namin na as much as possible na maging siya, can cater to a range of kind of audience, and especially because MMFF, di ba? It's hard naman, di mo rin pwedeng sabihin na porket nakapasok ka sa MMFF, discard mo na yung mga gusto nila, di ba? Gusto ng audience when di ba? Whenever it's MMFF, di ba? You have to consider also the audience for this film and for when it's going to be released. So, yun. Hindi pwede maging all art. So, yun, rin siya. We had to sort of really find a good balance.
Yeah.
Para ma-appreciate din siya ng audience.
It really depends on what you're handling on that moment when you watch it. It will trigger different. I promise you.
Exciting. Love it. Okay, so on that note, now Kampon comes out December 18, is it? Am I correct?
Yes.
Kampon comes out December 25.
25.
25.
MMFF, yeah.
Fantastic. December 25 is the release of Kampon. We're gonna, this episode is gonna launch before then. And anyone who's listening to this, highly recommend that everyone goes to the theater to catch this. Based on the caliber of the people involved alone, yan pa lang for sure. I mean, it's something I'm super duper excited about. I've been excited about for a really, really long time. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see everything the three of you have put into this film. No, I'm so excited for it, and I can't wait to watch it. So congratulations, first and foremost, no, for finishing the film. And I can't wait to watch it.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you again for coming on Dead Air. It's been such an honor to have the three of you on. I hope to see you guys back.
Miguel, watch ha.
Yes, for sure. Absolutely. I will force him. I-debate ko yan. Si Mignac.
Christmas Day, movie date tayo.
Christmas Day tayo, Mignac. We'll do it.
All right. Thank you. Have a good
Thank
night,
you,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Sakto pero maigi.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Brought to you